Hey, we got a cool show today. It's all about fishing cover, but fishing the right kind of cover. We're gonna be in standing timber on a Highland Reservoir. We got a lot of wind to deal with. We're headed to a lake that I grew up fishing, Cedar Creek Lake. It's a really cool place. We're looking forward to it, looking forward to catching a lot of largemouth. You guys stay tuned. Hey, I love these Bear Creek lakes. I grew up fishing them, but if you come here to fish, you gotta have a BCDA permit to be on these lakes. We're gonna get them here. I love these stores. You come in, get your gas, your food. How you doing, Jimmy?
I'm good, sir.
Man, we need
doing
good. Need a couple of BCDA permits.
I can do it.
All right.
I've got them right here.
All right, so I got it squared away.
Let's get
Are the fish starting to
squared
bite?
away. They are starting to bite, man.
Warming
They're
up.
Getting after them.
I like it. Hey, Jimmy, we appreciate you, buddy.
I appreciate y'all.
Got our permits ready to go. Oh yeah. Get my Ray Marines on. You know, it's a little breezy today, but that's the cool thing about a Highland Reservoir. You can get out of the wind, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get out of the wind and go find the cover, and we're gonna find the bass. You know, one thing I like to do, I haven't been here in a year. A lot of places I go, I've got a good idea of what we're gonna do. It's windy, so I'm gonna pull into this pocket, put the poles down. This water is stained up, so that tells me we're gonna probably go with a jig to start out with, see what we can get going. A lot of standing timber, you can see it behind me here. We're gonna go down this shoreline, and we're gonna talk about what to look for in standing timber, but we're gonna get rigged up first. We're gonna ease back in this calm pocket. We got a lot of wind today, so that can be a challenge. Use your Navionics chip, use your mapping, check out the wind direction, and then go find those pockets that are protected. You can see we got no chop in here, just a little breezy, so it's gonna be moving the boat around some, but we're not gonna have that chop coming in on us. I really wanna be protected when I'm throwing to these targets, and that's what we're gonna do. All right, we got our jig. This color PB&J matches up real good with that June bug crossum, so man, this is gonna be cool. You know, when you start getting into the spring of the year, which is what we have here, fish are gonna go shallow anyway. When you pair that with stained water, they're really gonna get shallow. Now you've got an advantage. Go to cover and you'll be able to find them. Standing timber can be tricky because there's so much of it. There's several things that you're gonna get dialed in on. Number one, first and foremost, is the depth. You know, as it gets warm in the summer months and the winter months, they move more out into standing timber. Spring and fall, you're gonna be able to find them shallower. You know, a lot of these fish are getting up shallow, getting ready to spawn. Had some really warm days, and that's really gonna get them cranking. But when I look up ahead, you know, one of the big keys in standing timber is first of all gonna be the depth. You know, out here, this really drops off. It's 30, 40 feet on the outside of this timber. What is up shallow, obviously 2 foot on the bank. But what I wanna look for is transition areas. Like you got a little point right here with some stumps on it. You've got some cover. Anytime you can find horizontal around the vertical cover, that is key. Or cedar trees. When you find the old cedar trees, that's gonna be a big key as well. This is gonna be a cool day. You just can't beat a jig. You know, I like to put my lure in the water and look down. We've got about maybe 12 inches of visibility here. And that jig is bulkier. It has a lot of movement, and it just really catches big fish. Big trees like this one right here. You know, if you look ahead, this tree right here is bigger than anything down as far as I can see. And it's just textbook to hold a bass. You know, and one thing that's important too, go to both sides. Sometimes it's the shade, and you know, you land over here in that stained water and you come, there we go. There's a good one. Oh yes, that is a tub right there. Oh yes. You jump. Oh man, he threw my crossum off. Man, he's full of it. You don't see them in that dirty water till they get right to you. Man, that's a good one. Oh, well, he hooked weird. That's unusual to get them underneath like that. That's a good one. Man, right on that tree. Look how colored up. Not starting to spawn yet, but they're getting up there. No blemish on that tail at all. Man, that is cool. Love it. Man, he threw my crossbow ball. We'll have to get another one. Peanut butter and jelly. Use a dark color. Got the brown in it. Put the June bug trailer on there. Works really good. Right on that tree now. Always taking notes mentally about what's happening. We just get here. These fish are moving up. The water's colored. They're going to be tight on cover. But look what happened. That fish was on the shaded side of that tree. That tells me that's where the majority of my pictures are going to go from now on.